Oh, morning all. Well, I've only just woken up. I'm knackered. I've probably still got toothpaste around my mouth. It's 5:30 in the morning, so I'm just coming out to get the cows in ready before we crack on with milking. And then we got silage guys coming in. So I finished mowing about 6:30. Look at that sunset. Sunrise just coming up there. Finished mowing about 6 o'clock last night, and guess what? It flipping chucked it down about 7 o'clock. So we got wet silage now. Look, you can see how wet it is. Look, there's drips on the. You can see it on the gate. So the problem with that is we have now got very wet grass in the field, which is not ideal really. And also there's rain due in at about 5 o'clock tonight, so we've got to get that grass in today really. But right, just putting a chain up, we'll get the cows in. But how's that going to affect us? Well, wet silage is okay, it's actually a bit more palatable than if it's dry, but the problem is what you're bringing in now is a lot of water with the silage. So you think about it, you always go on dry matter in silage, and the problem is that dry matter's percentage is going to go down because of the water in it. So what it means is that the guys are going to be bringing in, I don't know, maybe one extra load will just be extra water really, which means then, so push that gate open. Come on, missus. Come on. What it means then is that for every mouthful of food that a cow eats, there's less nutritional value because there's more water in it than dry matter. So they've got to eat more silage to get the same amount of nutrition. And obviously that's not necessarily a good thing because, you know, it means you get more bulk in the clamp for less. It fills them up, but it means that they don't necessarily have as much feed value in what they've eaten because they'll only eat a certain amount. So that's not so good. We can cope with that, I guess. We'll have to. They're not happy, they're out of straw. Well, it's all happening. There's a cow calved along the road. There's a lame cow down the field. I'm going to have to deal with that next Thursday, I think. There's also the boilers stopped working in the parlour, so we can't sterilise the plant. So I think that might be the element gone. Anyway, look at the morning. Look at the morning. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? And our silage is down there underneath that mist. Right, let's get these in. Come on. Hey, come on. At least they're all waiting for me and I ain't got to go down to the field to get them. Let's get these in. I'll have a quick look at the clamp in a minute. We've got most of the sheet up. And then I've got so many jobs. I'm not sure whether I'll capture them when they first come in with silage making because I'm so busy with all the other stuff. Main priority is to get that boiler done because if I can't sterilise the plant, then our bacteria level in the plant to go up. So I've got to sort that out, and then I'll be cracking on with everything else. Oh. Another relaxing day. Come on. Oh dear. Yeah, we've got to sort this out this morning. It's not quite finished. The wind blew all the sheeting we had on this side right over the back. That side's okay. We've just got to finish that bit off. Oh, there's my jumper. Right, so you see this when it's full. I guess that's the thing about farming. It is a gamble. We gambled yesterday about mowing. We kind of lost the gamble a bit. Hopefully we can pull it back a bit today. Bit of a disappointment, but hey ho. If I hadn't had the flipping COVID and the hospital thing, I would have mown last week when it was lovely. Anyway, hey ho, you can't change some things, can you? Okay, forager's just turned up. I'm having my breakfast. Not a forager, what am I talking about? Not a forager. That is the loader shovel. Well, I'll be out there in a minute. We'll go and see how they're doing. Whoa, they got a new silage trailer. There's the loading fork. Look at that! Shiny. Harry will be liking to see that. Look at this. New for 22. What is that? A K2O. So we're cracking on with silage. First load it coming in. Look at this, lovely shiny thing. No dents, no scratches. Ooh. We'll have a look at what that silage is like in a minute. Big chunky tyres on there. It's wet, but I've seen worse. The only problem is, look, because it's wet, it's sticking to the side of the trailer. There we go, it's all out. All out. I think that's a bigger trailer than before. That's a big load in there. I reckon there's bigger trailers. What do you reckon? I'll have to ask later. New for 22. That's the man who was on the mower yesterday. Second load in, and another new trailer. Wow. So these are bigger, I'm sure these are bigger. I'll go and speak to John in a minute. Two new trailers. Whoa, neat. Neat post pile. Quick chat with John. That's a 14 tonner. The old ones were 12. So it just goes to show we got more coming in each load, which is a very good thing. So first loads are in, a couple of loads there. We'll catch up with them in the field, I'm sure, and then we'll catch up with a bit later when we've got more silage on board. That's old manky silage come off the clamp. Don't any good to anyone. I'm going to put that in the muck spreader in a minute, I think, and that's going to go out. We took a bit more off the front today because we didn't want that mixing. Look, you can see. Look at that. Don't want that mixing with good silage, do you really? His way. So my brother was the one doing the taking the muck off the clamp. I don't know why he decided to stick it on the ramp and not just stick it straight in the muck spreader or in the loader bucket, because he did all that with a wheelbarrow, and so inevitably I'm moving it twice. And the reason I'm not just scraping it straight in there is that if I try and push that with the yard scraper, it just wheel spin on there now because it's so dry on that bit. And it won't cope with pushing it. It's only a little Fergie with ball tyres, it won't push that up. So anyway, I'm just sticking this in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna side. We've got a muck heap along there. I'm just gonna side unload it along there. The cows might pick over a bit of it, but really it's just gonna rot down on there and go back on the ground, which is what you want, isn't it? Recycling. Never waste anything on a farm. Old silage, it's basically come from the ground. It goes back to the ground, doesn't it? So we have 3 loads in there now. Tidy. Let's get up. Better view from this side. The sun's always in your eyes. If you look at it, you can actually see it moving as he drives over it. The whole mass of silage is moving. It's springy. And realistically, the most important man probably on silage making is the guy on the clamp, this chap here, because he's got to get that in there really neat. But also, it's really important to get that compacted down, to get all the air out. It'll ferment and pickle much better if it's compacted down, and also it'll push all the effluent out. So we're gonna get a bit of effluent out of this because it's just naturally wetter because of the rain. But I think, looking at it, there's some moisture on the concrete, but it's not that bad. I've seen it with silage, rain actually coming out of the bottom of the trailer as they brought it in, water running out. So we're not there yet. So anyway, I'm going to leave them to it. We'll have a look again in part 2, see how we're doing on that. All right, cheers all, crack on.